What's up guys, behind me we've got the beautiful C43 AMG. Now inside that car is the amazing AMG Mercedes digital dash, and we're going to jump in the car and I'm going to take you through 5 features that I think are really cool about it. So let's hop in. Okay, so now we're in the car, and when you get in the car, that is my first cool feature. So when you press the start button here, you get greeted with this lovely Mercedes animation, and it's your car, it's the front of your car, the lights beam up, does a little flick, looks very, very cool. That is cool feature number 1. The second thing I love about this dash is the customization. This thing is customizable through the roof, and I'll show you now. Right now we're on Super Sport, which is the AMG screen, but we can go down to Sport, and you get more of a traditional setup. And then we can go down to Classic, which is even more traditional. Now, if we go back to AMG Super Sport, there's essentially 3 screens going on here. So in the left screen, you can choose what you want. You can customize it. You do that by pressing the home button and going here. So if I wanted navigation, for example, that will tell me where I'm going next on my next turn. Trip computer, you can get various information about the car. Consumption and search. Scroll up and down, each one has many options. AMG performance, we'll talk about that a bit later. Assistance, service. Basically, you can set up what you want on each screen. The next thing I love is the tyre pressure indicator, and that's because it's not just your standard tyre pressure indicator. Yes, it will tell you the pressure of all 4 tyres, but it will also tell you the temperature, and I think that's super cool. Next up is the 3-screen integrated sat-nav. So we've got the main screen here, the screen on the left here, and another screen on the right. So you find yourself with 3 screens. One gives you a big overview of the map, so you can see everything coming. The second screen tells you your next direction very clearly and how many miles or kilometers to get to that direction. And then the third screen is another screen on the right, and it's a small version of the map, and it's right by the speedometer, so it's very easy to see. Just makes it so much easier when you're navigating around. Super cool system, has its quirks and it has a few bad points, but overall it's a really great setup, and having 3 screens is just super cool, I think. Lastly is the AMG specific screens, and I think this is probably one of my favorites because they just look so cool and they give you some really cool sporty information. Let's take a look at them now. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the AMG specific display. So first I want to talk about this instrument cluster right here. Just look how bright and vibrant it is. It's got lots of color, it's really high resolution, it's just a generally cool design. And even better, when this needle moves, it leaves a nice little red trail. It's really well animated. I absolutely love it. And I love the fact that you get the large digital speedometer in the middle as well, so you know exactly how fast you're going. And when you're driving, it gets even better because in the middle here, it shows you what gear you're in a massive number. Now, if you're in manual mode, it's even bigger. So when you're playing around in manual mode with the paddles, you can really see what gear you're in. It's just an awesome display. Now, there's more here too. If you press home and you go to AMG Performance, we're already on it, you will see in the left screen here, you've got your AMG performance gauges. So this is your AMG specific stuff right here. So if we go up to the top, the first one is your boost gauge, which basically fills in as you accelerate and shows you how much turbo you're using. Then you've got general things underneath, like general temperatures and levels. Now, if we scroll to the next one here, I really like this screen. This screen basically tells you what the car is currently set in. So at the moment, the engine is set to moderate because we're in comfort mode. The exhaust is set to balanced. Balanced is basically the valves closed, and then if you open the valves, it changes to powerful. And then drive is standard, that would change to manual. And then that right there is traction control is on. And then at the bottom, it tells us we're in comfort mode. So it's a really great little screen, and it just tells you some details. And I really love these graphics. I think they look awesome. Then we've got the G meter, which is a G meter. I mean, how cool is that? You can see the center of gravity. If you're going around the track, you might want to have your G meter on to see that. It works really, really well. Then we've got a lap timer. This car has a lap timer. So if you're on the track, you can actually time your laps. Then last one is similar to the first one. You've got your boost gauge at the top, which tells you when you're using your boost or your turbos. But below it is your horsepower and your newton meters of torque. So this will actually tell you how much horsepower the engine is currently creating, and it will also tell you how much Newton meters of torque it's producing too. I mean, how cool is that? So there we have it, guys. That's my 5 cool things with the Mercedes Digital Dash. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up because it really helps me and the channel out. And if you've got a question or if you just want to say hi, then please post a comment. I love reading my comments. I get back to all the comments that I can. It's great to always talk to you guys. I love that we're building up a little community here on ABAUTO. And of course, guys, you know, if you're new, then please hit that subscribe button for more great content. I'll see you guys next time.